Welcome back. I'm Tiffany Meyer. The capture of Maduro is seen as a major blow to the Chinese Communist Party. The CCP working to condemn his ouster in a special meeting at the United Nations. NTD's Washington correspondent Jack Bradley has more.
Millions of Venezuelans that have fled this brutal regime are celebrating and cheering around the world as this body pontificates.
Just blocks away from where former Venezuelan dictator Nicolás Maduro and his wife appear in a New York courtroom, the United Nations Security Council debates President Trump's decision to capture Maduro. The meeting's held at the request of Colombia, and it's backed by China and Russia, all allies of Maduro. The U.S. ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, says that the action is a surgical law enforcement operation.
This was a law enforcement operation. The United States arrested a narco-trafficker who is now going to stand trial.
The capture of Maduro is seen as a blow to China's influence in the Western Hemisphere. A delegation from the Chinese Communist Party was meeting with Maduro in Venezuela over the weekend, just hours before he was captured.
Venezuela was a forward operating base for China, Russia, Iran, and the rest of what we call the China axis.
China has worked to establish its influence in Latin America by lending money to build infrastructure projects and persuading those countries to cut ties with Taiwan. And it's been successful in doing so over the last 20 years, with several countries like Colombia, Costa Rica, and Panama jumping on board. In Panama, a CCP-linked company was leasing the main entry and exit points of the Panama Canal for a while, putting China in a position to cut off nearly half of U.S. trade. Venezuela, meanwhile, has deepened its relations with the CCP ever since going back to dictator Hugo Chavez. After Chavez died in 2013, Maduro took over, continuing those relations with China. Maduro even enrolled his son in China's top-ranking Beijing University back in 2016. And all along, Venezuela has been supplying China with oil. Roughly 80% of Venezuela's oil exports have been going to China and are sold at a significant discount. But without Maduro, that could change.
So we'll be selling large amounts of oil to other countries, many of whom are using it now, but I would say many more will come.
For now, Venezuelan residents are cheering in the streets, celebrating the news that Maduro will face justice. Reporting by Jack Bradley, NTD News.